On episode 2 of The Shifting Investor, why you can and should time the market partially. Welcome to The Shifting Investor. This is a new channel that teaches you how to invest a different way to make more money for retirement while reducing risk continually. In this episode, I'm going to teach you about some of the main principles behind the shifting investor system. As I mentioned in my first episode, it's all about taking advantage of the math of variation while not listening to the hype and BS from analysts, the news, tweets, or anything else. Remember, I'm not a financial planner or an analyst. The content of the video is not direct financial advice to anyone in particular. You can use any of these strategies, all of them or none of them. If nothing else, they'll make you think. For those of you that might be new to investing in retirement, I'll just cover some of the things I mentioned in the first episode. The big thing is, how do you start? If you don't already have a lot of investments or have none, what I advocate is that you pick 5 different mutual funds in your IRA or your 401k. I would pick a large cap, a small cap, an international, emerging markets, a fixed income, which is like a cash fund, and then a bond fund. And then what you want to do is arrange your contributions so that 40% goes in the cash fund and 15% each goes in the other 4. So if you add up 40% plus 15% times 4, that gets you to 100%. I also mentioned why it's good to have at least 2 brokerage accounts in case there are any outages. You still can trade with one because the chances that both of them go down at any one time is pretty slim. And for some background on what these investments are, a stock is part ownership in a company. So you buy a share, it means you buy a small slice of that company's equity or ownership. Whereas a bond is actually a loan to a company. So you're giving the company a loan at a certain percentage rate that they pay you in dividends. And it's very different in terms of how it behaves in the market. And that's a good thing because a lot of times when one type of fund goes up, the other goes down. And that's a big part of this system that you want to take advantage of. And then some stocks pay dividends, others don't. That's something to consider. And then what mutual funds are a collection of stocks or bonds from different companies. And those usually have a theme. And the good thing about those is that they allow you to spread out risk. So you're not just investing in one company at a time. You're investing in 5, 10, 15, 20 companies. And those are decided upon by what's called a fund manager, who works for the company that sells those mutual funds through your retirement accounts. So I also mentioned in the first episode why it's important to invest early. That's because over the long run, all these funds tend to go up in value, and that's really crucial to building a retirement nest egg. If you start investing in your 20s and then you retire when you're in your 60s, whatever you put in there will have grown quite a bit. But the shifting investor system is about letting it grow more and not being in a position where you're jeopardizing your retirement by being too risky with your investments. I've seen it happen many times to a lot of people with each economic crash or stock market crash, and that's definitely not something you want to do because, as I say, nothing goes up forever. But what does happen is every type of fund, every sector, as we call it, which is let's say an energy stock fund or a emerging market stock fund, they all have their day in the sun. They all go up and down eventually, and that's what you can take advantage of over the course of many years to make more money. And I'll explain today why you can time the market and why it's a good idea. So a big part of this shifting investor system is what I call partial timing of the market. That's where you time the market with some of your shares, and basically what happens is over the long term, these funds tend to go up, but they frequently go up and down a little bit, like a 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe even 5% in a day. And these blips allow you to make more money by buying and selling accordingly. And this is why I call it partial timing of the market. So in general, it's about using some of your shares to kind of leverage the earnings. If you buy and hold a fund, let's say that goes up 2% in a year, and you sell it at the end of that year, you've made 2%, right? But during the course of that year, if you buy and sell a bit of your fund holdings every time it goes up or down 2% from the original price, you'll make more money at the end of the year. And I'll show you the math behind that in the next slide. And what's great about this is you can even make money on a fund even if it goes down by the end of the year. So by taking advantage of the variation, you can actually make money when the value goes down overall over the course of any time frame. So to get more specific, let's say every time your fund goes up 2% from the original price you bought it at, then maybe you want to sell 20% of what you hold. So if you have 10 shares, sell 2 of them when it goes up 2%. And then every time your fund price goes down 2% from your original price, then perhaps sell 20% of the original quantity of shares that you bought. So you see on this chart the advantages of partial timing. The orange line is if you were to buy and hold on to shares for a year and then sell them at the end, and it shows the wealth you would have. So if it went up 2%, the $1,000 cash plus the 2% gains on the $5,000 of the fund will give you a wealth of $6,100. That's a 2% return. Very simple. But if you were to do what I mentioned earlier and buy and sell for 6 rounds with the plus or minus 2% rule, you'd actually get a 5.7% return, and that's a difference of $240. And keep in mind, this is the same fund, so it's not a matter of how the fund is doing, it's what you're doing with the fund when it's going up and down. And that's where there's some power in variation and volatility that you can leverage and make more money with. And if you think about it, if it takes you 5 minutes for each of the 12 trades, and 12 trades times 5 minutes gets you 60 minutes, which is an hour, and you made an extra $240, that's like making $240 an hour. How can you beat that? I mean, it's much better than a side hustle where you maybe make $25 an hour and have to put up with bosses or customers or whatever. And in this day and age, maybe risk your health and safety. And then the key power to all this is if you do this with multiple funds, the benefits just multiply. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll be alerted whenever I post a new video. I plan on giving more advice that gets you to the ultimate shifting investor system. There's a lot of pieces to this puzzle, and if you incorporate it into your investing strategy, you can make a lot more money and reduce risk. In my next episode, number 3, I will also be challenging some additional conventional investing wisdom, and I'll be giving you a better way to dollar cost average. I call it hyper dollar cost averaging. So stay tuned. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.